now we're gonna get to it, man. We're gonna get right to the questions. We're gonna have some fun. This is lighthearted, good time. Jay Capone, I don't talk to him too much because he's dumb, but we're gonna keep it moving. All right, so we're gonna start right here. One of my favorite topics is boxing. I love boxing. My fight fans out there, fight fans? All right, so here's the question. Now, I'm gonna ask this question to our debaters, but feel free to jump in. Audience, you also have an opportunity to vote on the BE, is it BE? The BE app. Okay, so not only can we debate it here, but you can also vote on the BE app. Okay, so here's the first question of the day. It is best heavyweight boxer of all time. Let me give you some of the answers, A, B, C, and D, and then we can all chime in. A, George Foreman. B, Iron Mike Tyson. C, Muhammad Ali. D, Evander Holyfield. E, Lennox Lewis. Ain't nobody here from Britain. Ain't nobody here from Britain, so we just gonna take E right now. Ain't nobody voting for him. All right. So we got George Foreman, Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis. Again, if you don't want to vote for Lennox Lewis, I get it. We'll start with you, Jay. Who do you have in this field? Open and honest, who do you have? Best heavyweight boxer of all time. Iron Mike Tyson. Iron Mike Tyson. Now I'm gonna say this before I go to Capone. I say that as well. In the ring, incredibly menacing. Beat you before you even got ready. You was in the back not even wanting to come out, really. People just came out because they was like, ain't no other way I'm gonna make this little money. So let me go ahead and go in the ring. But you know in the back, they were talking to their manager like, why you did this to me? Capone, who you got?
Muhammad Ali, sir.
Woo! And with that, I say Ali Boumaye.
That's easy, it's Ali.
That's easy as Ali?
Easy, Ali. Yeah, well, he's stupid. He's obviously a casual boxing fan. Nobody wants to debate with you. You can have a seat amongst the commoners.
So let me go around the room. So we have one Iron Mike Tyson and two Muhammad Ali. My personal would be, in the ring would be Muhammad Ali. Now that would be in the ring, Muhammad Ali. Although I say Mike Tyson, there's a debate for me. The other guy is George Foreman. Anybody had George Foreman? Anybody had George Foreman? All right. Anybody for Evander Holyfield? Anybody for Lennox Lewis? Because if you were for Lennox Lewis, I'd ask you to leave. You better go back to the room with that one.
Let's talk about what made Iron Mike who he was. I mean, Ali looked great. I'm not disputing that, but I mean, Iron Mike, as you said, I mean, he put fear in people. Think about it. This man changed how we wear towels.
Yeah.
Y'all know he cut the towel out. That was a towel. It wasn't a shirt that he wore to the ring. Black shorts, black shoes. Man was an assassin.
Yeah. I don't disagree. I'm a New Yorker, so I love Iron Mike.
Muhammad Ali wore white shorts. Now let's get this straight. Everybody couldn't wear white shorts. And the reason why, because he knew he wasn't going to get no blood on his shorts. Everybody else wore color stuff because they knew once they fought Muhammad Ali, the color was going to blend in with blood. So you got to know your history.
Did Mike Tyson ever predict when he was gonna knock somebody out? No, yeah, like, I mean, like he was good. He was good, but I'm saying Ali revolutionized the entire game. He birthed the likes of Muhammad Ali. And since you know what you're talking about, who did Ali beat to win a championship when he was young? Yeah, what's his name? Came in. Sonny Liston, right? Now, this is why I say Ali is greater, because Sonny Liston was Mike Tyson. See? Now, hey, what's the next question? How was he right? Because he was a better boxer. And he was the boxer.
Well, this. This is how I feel. The first person that Ali was near knocked out, lost the first fight, was a Thriller in Manila. He fought against a Mike Tyson-esque fighter in Joe Frazier. So, you know, we could make comparisons all day, but if what we know now about Mike Tyson, especially after his prime, which was post-prison, because we all know that affected both fighters, right? Ali was banned from boxing for not fighting in the war, right? And then Mike Tyson had to do a 4-year stint in prison. So both careers were affected by two different, you know, particular issues. But we can always say Ali is the greatest because Ali was an incredible ambassador of boxing as well as an incredible athlete. I mean, we can all agree. I think Ali could have played baseball, football. He could have, you know, right? He boxed, but he was incredibly athletic. Mike Tyson was put on this earth to knock people out. It's two different things to me.
And this is what we do in the barbershop. So, do you remember the video, the interview with Arsenio Hall, Ali, and Tyson? And Sugar Ray Leonard. And who did Ali say would win in their prime? He said Mike. No, look, nothing.
Listen, yesterday you did a joke about being put in the back of the hearse. Don't mess with it. This dude, this is a muscular dude right here. First of all, if you voted for this dude right here, you need to go. But come on, man, come on. That is just. But I don't know. Ali had them sweet feet and them fast hands. I don't know, man.
You pointed at Mike Tyson's body. Do we remember a couple of weeks ago when there was a guy boxing that had the same body as Mike Tyson? Yes, and he got punched out by a guy who ate a lot of sandwiches. That's all I'm saying. Body ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Go ahead, Alfred. If you do have a question, comment, I'm going to take the mic over to you. But if you're in the back, I might not get to you.
Here's why Ali is the undisputed greatest, and it's not Mike Tyson's fault. Ali had to beat the best of his era. That was back Ernie Shavers, George Foreman. You could do it. It was a murderer's row of people that he had to beat when he was the greatest. It's not Mike Tyson's fault, but nobody can think of a great boxer in his era that he had to beat. And Buster Douglas knocked you out? No, sorry. Maybe number 2. Maybe number 2, not number 1.
You know what, King? You're my mentor. High regards and high respect. I can't tell.
You're going to say.
Look at the board. One of the people that he had to beat might have been one of the best boxers ever.
Yeah,
Mike Tyson
absolutely.
didn't have that.
That's true. Okay. So via the polls, Muhammad Ali is the winner of that category. So Muhammad Ali wins. Our next question. Michael Jordan, LeBron James, who is better? This is what the debate is for. Michael Jordan, LeBron James, who?
Y'all let him finish the question.
No, I did, but I want to open it up to the panel and then you guys. Michael Jordan or LeBron James, who is better? Let's start with the poem. Go ahead, Captain. Why do you have this on? What are you, 4 years old? In a little fire truck.
Because it's cold.
Close the doors to the Arctic Passage. Everybody's freezing.
LeBron James, hands down.
talking about Chicago Bulls. I was always a fan of Kukoc. he don't get his props, but if we talk, it's a split though. Better athlete, all around athlete is LeBron. But if we talking about that killer instinct, that clutch player, that go-to guy, the person who wants to taste blood 4 quarters, he want to win. You got to give it to MJ, baby. That's it. And that's all I got to say.
How many? Say it again. How many?
How many rings did LeBron got? How many rings LeBron has? How many rings LeBron has? I'm gonna just count the one in Cleveland because he actually won. He had to win that one. Yeah, the other one he had to partner. Join. Hands down, MJ. I think what my man said is right. LeBron, we've never seen a 6'8", 265-pound guy run up and down the court like that. But when you talk about somebody who changed the culture of not just basketball, sports. I mean, he took jumping from the free throw line and made it like, I mean, it's like something, I mean, special. So that's not even an argument to me.
I got to say this. LeBron had who? Who did LeBron have on his team besides LeBron? Michael Jordan had Pippen, Kukoc, Rodman. He had a whole lot of Jordans with him. LeBron had no one.
And came to Miami. D-Wade was already a winner. Chris Bosh, I mean, he's a superstar. What made Mike is that he made Kukoc. He made Steve Kerr. He made all those guys. I'm telling you, from a killer instinct, either you gonna kill with me, you heard the stories. You heard the stories, Capone.
He made Pippen.
By the way, I was just thinking of this. Some of the ladies, we're not bypassing. We're going to get some questions that you can really get involved in if you're not big sports fans. So just, I know, I'm just saying, if some of you don't follow sports, give us a second to get to the next one. But I'm going to 1A this question real quick because, go ahead, sir, in the back. I'm going to take your question first.
I like the question. My point is, LeBron can't be better than Jordan. We do this debate all the time. I own 3 barbershops in Charleston. My thing is, Jordan himself transcended the game. We respect LeBron. We definitely respect LeBron. But think about it. Jordan averaged 30 points. His career. LeBron is a great player, but Jordan, how many first-team all-defenses was Jordan? LeBron brought your shot from the back. Now, LeBron definitely is great, but think about Jordan. Jordan puts fear in your heart. Like, people not scared of LeBron anymore. Even his hairline is going back.
That's why he uses Murray's. That's why he uses Murray's products. Hashtag Murray. Listen, since we're debating this, I'm going to 1A this question by saying this right here. Let's take, because, all right, round of applause. I'm going to do this. Who has Michael Jordan better than LeBron James? To add to that, we're looking at a Michael Jordan whose career has passed. LeBron still has, at least, honestly speaking, without injury, 5 years. Without injury, he hasn't been injured. He hasn't had a major injury So he's incredibly durable, right? Which speaks volumes. You know, Jordan did have some issues, and he left the NBA to go play baseball. See, y'all forgot about that. He was bad at baseball. He played a game with the flu? Yeah, but listen, so hold on a second, who has LeBron James better than Michael Jordan? Make some noise. So let me ask this question before we go on, because I don't want to stay on this topic too long. All right, let me ask this question. You are the owner of an NBA team. Who do you want leading your team, Michael Jordan or LeBron James? Who you got?
That's a great question, but why does nobody talk about when Jordan did make the finals? When he lost to the Pistons.
Well, he lost. LeBron James lost, Jordan lost. He's for LeBron? That's right. That's right. Right? A lot of you LeBron fans are wearing Jordans. Nice. Nice, yeah. Hypocrites.
I just want to add, because people be running these statistics all the time about LeBron James and he winning all these points and stuff. That's because he has more losses. Michael Jordan won all the time, so he didn't play a whole bunch of games. He didn't play 7 games in every series. So yes, LeBron James has more points and more rebounds because he lost more games. That's how that works.
Story. I'm not gonna stay on it too long. I'm sorry.
I just want to bring up one point. Outside of this past year with LeBron, one thing has been true. If you have LeBron on your team, you go into the finals. You go into the finals. 9 years straight, you go into the finals.
Thank you.
I feel this way. I feel like the LeBron MJ comparison is just a weird one to make because you got to think about context. And if I'm thinking about today's NBA, who I would want, MJ or LeBron, right now I'm definitely going to go with LeBron. It just makes sense.
I agree. Yes, let me get a female involved.
Okay, I grew up with Michael Jordan, but I'm looking at, in terms of raw talent, Michael had training. He had formal training. He went to University of North Carolina, did he not? Okay, did he play for them? Did he play for them? What college did LeBron James play for? He came straight out of high school with his talent, and he's still developing. He's already surpassed it. He's already surpassed Michael. He's already surpassed him, and he's got more time to go. So for me, looking at a comparison, no matter, and Michael had a team around him. LeBron had to play more games because he had nobody else to play. He had to carry. Michael didn't have to carry the ball. All he had to do was shoot.
LeBron had the internet. He just an Instagram model. That's all.
All right, I'm gonna wrap it up. Let me go back to the panel right quick. Hold on. Yes, we gotta wrap this one up.
Could LeBron James beat the old Detroit Pistons with Bill Laimbeer on the team? Who said yes? Isaiah Thomas would kick his ass.
You see that? Afion. I'm gonna shut it down right now. Son, if you're wearing my number, you wanna be me and I am better than you. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
How do you compare a shooting guard to a small forward? How do you do that?
Well, we're talking about basketball playing all the way around. We gotta talk about the stats, the wins, the losses. Go ahead, Cap.
All right, I'm gonna end it with this. I met both of them. And Michael Jordan is not a nice guy. LeBron James is for the people, and Michael Jordan is for his goddamn self. That's what makes him a better player. Better person, a better player. Give it up. Give it up for LeBron James. It doesn't matter. In the polls, the best basketball player. Now again, my only argument to this is we're looking at Michael Jordan in hindsight, and we're looking at LeBron James continuing to make his legacy still. It's an unfair question, but as of right now, I gotta vote for Michael Jordan. That's just me. So, but Michael Jordan did win that. So we're gonna move on. Remember to vote on the BE app, please. On the BE app, you can vote as well. Next question. All right. Yeah, we're gonna really turn this up now, because now we're getting into the music. Okay, we're getting into the music now. So you're ready for this? Okay. What deceased rapper would have the most relevance today? Biggie. Hold on. Let me read it out. A. Biggie, aka Chris Wallace, aka Biggie Smalls. B. Tupac Shakur. C. Eazy-E. D. The Puerto Riqueño, the Boricua Big Pun. Or E. Nipsey Hussle. If he were alive today, which rapper would have more relevance? We all know life cut way too short, but if they were alive today, which would have more relevance? Let me start with my man Shula King. We're gonna come out in a second.
All right. First of all, I'm giving honor to God. I come by way of faith missionary members. No, honestly, Tupac is my favorite rapper of all time. Tupac, of course, in my book, but with the work that Nipsey Hussle did, the things he rapped about, the information that he gave, he took it way further than Tupac. Hey man, you gotta say it, because Tupac talked about the things like Tupac. Hey, you can say what you want, sir. Tupac talked about a lot of things, and he never got the opportunity to put them into action. Nipsey Hussle talked about it. He put the information in his music, and he put it into action. He did a lot of things that all of us are supposed to be doing. Yes, he did. Now, if anybody has anything contrary to say what I just said, to hell with you.
We got one Nipsey. Jay.
Oh, this is a tough one. And what's unfair is that Pac lived to be 25, Nipsey passed at 33. And it's unfair because I think had Pac been here longer, maybe he could have gotten to where Nipsey was. So I think that's an unfair comparison. Pac is one of my favorite rappers, but I think probably relevance today will probably be Biggie. I think, and here's why I say Biggie. Hold your bulls. Hold your bulls. You know, I know some of you got some pain. Just hold your bulls. And the reason is, I think Biggie had so much, Biggie had a lot of connection to, you know what I'm saying, so many people beyond, you know, New York. And everybody rocked with Biggie. Pac had a very, it wasn't so much that, you know, it was limited, but he had a very hostile approach. And you had to be able to rock with that to really understand his message. He had a very militant approach. Biggie was smooth with it. And, I mean, you felt the lyrics along with the tracks. And so I think overall relevance today, it will probably be Biggie. And that's why. No, you're open to argue, sir. It's okay.
I have a question. Let me come to you. Hold on. I love that red blazer, bro. That is fantastic.
It won't fit you. All right. So I'm looking at Biggie, right? Club music. I love it when you call me Big Pop. Okay, but when you get outside of the club,
the social consciousness, talking about uplifting, Brenda Had a Baby, Dear Mama. So I didn't hear a lot of those songs coming off those albums. So I want to give the advantage to Tupac because he could do both. He could be in the club, he could be in the streets, he could talk about the president, he could talk about a multitude of different things, which shows a variety, a wide range of music.
Hold on, I got one more. My man Jay, go ahead.
I want to combat that, right? I want to combat that, and I absolutely agree with you. But I study both artists, right? And I think too, Biggie was a storyteller in his own way. If you was from New York and his storytelling, I think when he was on the block and he was talking about trying to make money to feed his daughter, that resonated with people that was from New York. Now, I think Pac's approach and his militant approach did go across, and he was conscious, and I think Biggie was going to grow beyond that. But then again, I mean, where we are today, right, it's like this whole get woke, stay woke thing is like, I wish it would die, because really beyond, and here's why. Here's why, beyond the consciousness of it, right, it's all about awareness. It's not about woke. You have people that are woke, but they still sleep in their thinking. So I think overall, if we just talk about relevancy, that's the question, being relevant. Yeah, being relevant. So that's fine.
And that's a great point. Go ahead, Kat.
I am a Biggie fan. I come from New York. But Tupac was assassinated because of his power. Tupac was reaching people when we did not understand even what he was trying to say. His messages of what was relevant, Biggie, like you said, there's a thing, and even as a comedian, you can be hot on your block, but it makes no difference if you're not hot universal. And Tupac was somebody that touched the government before the government knew they were touched.
I voted for Big Pun, but you know, he from Puerto Rico like me. And then salsa sometime like that, he made music. Right, and still not a player. That was about politics. But sometimes you play the game, sometimes you don't play it, right? I love, you know what's funny, man? Musically, I have to admit to love this entire, you know, the group that's up there, musically was fantastic. It was a great time for music. It was a great time for hip hop. I don't know if y'all listening to what's on there now. This was a great time for hip hop in general, but I'm gonna have to go with relevance. I'm gonna have to go with Pac. Now only because of the amount of work that he had already put out. Biggie, honestly, they were killed in their 20s. Think of where you were when you were 20 and think of how incredibly important the work they were doing when they were just speaking their truth, right? So, I am without a doubt one of the biggest Biggie fans on earth, but I have to give Pac, to the question, I have to give Pac that slide. So I'm gonna go to the answer. I'm gonna get the answer, but then I'm gonna go out to you guys and ask you guys, what do you think? Go ahead. You have Pac. So let's do a round of applause. Go ahead.
You vote for everybody bald head. I see you, man. You like Jordan, Tupac, that's it.
Nipsey had all his hair. I don't mess with no Nipsey. Go ahead. Biggie.
The only reason I say Biggie is because who's more relevant right now in rap right now? Jay-Z, right? Jay-Z is the most relevant. Who is Jay-Z? Jay-Z is not the most relevant right now in rap. He's been doing it the longest. Labor rap has been doing it the longest on this level. So you don't think about rap.
what you're saying about Big, but Pac, like you said, Pac died at 25, so we lost him way too soon. He was still mature. We were seeing the conflict that Pac was dealing with. we were seeing the conflict that Pac was dealing with on the major scene. That passion. That he had the movement. Nipsey didn't have the actual music there yet, but he had the heart and compassion, and he was actually doing stuff. Nipsey was coming up to what he was saying. Nipsey was coming up to the hill to represent black people, focusing on opportunity zones. And Charlemagne the God and T.I. came in his place after he died. So he wasn't just doing the music. He was actually coming up there with our work and actually talking to us about real things that we deal with in the community. That's why when you say, when the question is who's the most relevant today, it gotta be Nipsey. Nipsey was doing it. He wasn't singing, he was doing it. Stop talking with your granddaddy.
And that's why we're debating. Who you got? Who you got?
I'm from Brooklyn, so I'm a Biggie fan. But as far as relevance goes, today I would also have to agree with what the man said as far as Nipsey Hussle, because he is a reincarnation of who Tupac was. Everything Tupac was preaching, as far as, you know, building up his people, Nipsey Hussle was almost a carbon copy of what Tupac was about. You know what I mean? So,
but Tupac was too conflicted.
Yeah, he was. I totally agree with that. Tupac was definitely conflicted because he had that side that make you wanna smack him in the back of the head, but then he got the other side that make you wanna love him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I agree. Go ahead, Afion.
Yeah, that was my same point. I feel like we got so many Tupac fans, right? Y'all forget, yeah, we did Brenda Got a Baby and all of that, Dear Mama. And then he's spitting in the camera. A lot of the heat, he brought on himself. He got into a fight the night he died on camera in Vegas when he was on probation, right? We forget, right? So relevance, yeah, he was more known because he was the beginning of the reality show energy. Tupac was all about the controversy, and I'm gonna say stuff that's gonna make people wow out. Biggie would not be the most relevant because Biggie was more of a quiet soul. He didn't really get boisterous. Now, to you, Pun was the best lyricist on that screen right now. Let me just go ahead and say that for Puerto Rico. Hands down, Pun is the best lyricist. Nipsey Hussle, Pun is the best lyricist on this screen. How? Just call me baby Jesus, the lady niggas be praising me just for the way I blaze and be crazily. Take the CD lasery. It pays to be amazingly flavory. Gaze into my rhymes, they basically hypnotize you occasionally. That's Big Pun. Puerto Rico, give it up, bro. Nipsey Hussle, get off me, don't touch me, don't touch me. Don't touch me, I'm kidding. I'm traumatized. We had a whole panel about that this morning. And I'm liable to lash out at somebody. Don't touch me.
All right, so I'm gonna give y'all. Thank you, Afion. He had to bust that little rhyme right there from Pun. That's what I'm saying. Come on, Shula, this is about Puerto Rico. Don't get into my way right now, because I'm talking to you. I want to help. Boricua, morena, boricua. All right, so the answer via the polls is Tupac. And I gave my reasons for it earlier. It was a great panel. But I want to 1A that real quick. Out of the top 5 here, the best lyricist, who is the best rapper here? No, who is the best rapper, period? With their body of work. Remember, these... Pop? Best rapper? Not just relevant, I'm just talking about rapper. Biggie. Biggie. All right, so Tupac, relevance. All right, let's go to the next, let's keep this moving, I'm sorry. All right. I'm gonna 1A all of these, because these are questions that serve one purpose. I'm gonna throw this the other way. All right, next question, Beyonce or Rihanna? Who you got? I'm assuming it's the total package. Beyonce or Rihanna? Who you got? Who you got musically? Who you have?
sit up back there. I don't know if he's the president of the Beehive. So, listen, I'm still writing books. I'm not ready to be canceled. So, just for the record, I'm not going against the Beehive. It's Beyonce, hands down.
Hey, Cap.
This should not even be a comparison. Beyonce has formed a culture. Rihanna has got paid from makeup. Bottom line, Beyonce.
I know Rihanna's still making all these movies. She's doing her thing.
First of all, this is ridiculous. This right here is just ridiculousness. I don't know who put them two pictures together, but let me just say this, Aretha will always be. But, out of them two, Janet, thank you, control that.
All right, I'm gonna go out to the audience. You know what? First of all, they both have an incredible career that went from music to movies, but they're still making incredible work. I think that's the best part, is that we're still watching this happen. But what do you guys think? Who do you guys have? Let's go by round of applause. Beyonce, who has Beyonce winning hands down without a doubt? Beyonce. What about my girl Riri? That's what I call her, because she called me Marky Dude. Rihanna fans, make some noise. Where my Rihannas? All right. Why Rihanna? Go ahead. Who you got? Look at the screen. Who you got? You got Beyonce or Rihanna?
So accomplishment-wise, they're probably neck and neck. Talk about accomplishment-wise, Rihanna has just as many partnerships with brands. She has music catalog just as big as Beyonce's. She's in movies. Do the research. Musically, I like Rihanna because she appeals to a broader audience. I'm not a Beyonce fan because the majority of Beyonce music is geared towards women.
See, now you done lost all the women in the room. You done played the wrong card, player. You just cracked out in the whole thing. I'll tell you that right now. All right, so I think, go ahead. Hold on. Let me come to you before you get into it. Go ahead.
Thank you. We're clear on the accomplishments of both women, but let's also be clear on which household is getting a cut from the other household. It means everything if we're talking about money. No. It means everything. Rihanna came up through the Rock Nation tree. And listen to me when I'm talking about mentorship and coaching, all of those things that Rihanna is, as far as being a businesswoman and a brand, that comes from that household and that mentorship over there. Let's be clear. Beyonce.
B, as I call her B. I'll tell you what I call her. Go ahead, hold on.
Okay, so I have to give both women their props. Both women are awesome. But in terms of, as an artist, in terms of music, while you say that a brand, Rihanna has had her brand as Rihanna since she was 14 years old. First hit at 16 years old. Never needed a group, never need anybody. Has more Billboard #1s than Beyonce. As an artist, Rihanna does reach more people, and she just authentically herself. She didn't do all these transformations, all this, She's been who she's been since she came out as a child. So when we're talking about artistry as an artist, I think Rihanna is more naturally talented. Beyonce was built and made. Yes, she was. She was. She learned to sing better. She learned to dance better. Everything. Her training, her discipline. That's how she became who she was, through training and discipline. Rihanna's a natural born, just go, like, people love her. People love Beyonce because she's a great performer, and that's what we love about her. But that's the truth. She's your proof that if you love something and you're dedicated to it, you can be the best. But there are people out there with natural talent. That shit is what it is.
Well, that's my daughter, first of all, so I'm backing her. However, I believe that Beyonce touches more generations and categories of people. When you think about how many people will go out to her show, whether it be, you know, straight, gay, whatever, she touches more aspects and more categories of people who actually support her music, who actually supports her brand, who actually will come out and pay thousands of dollars for her tickets. Not saying that that doesn't happen, excuse me, not saying that that doesn't happen with Rihanna. However, I feel that when we're talking about dollars, we're talking about finances, we're talking about who's able to actually bring in the money, we're talking about Beyonce.
With Jay-Z.
Yeah. No, we're talking separate. We're talking separate.
So just to give, hold on, I'm gonna help everybody out. No, I'm gonna help everybody out, because I'm gonna just help everybody out. I'm gonna help everybody out. We all have a good thing called Google, right? So if you do Rihanna's Billboard chart history, right? She has 14 #1 hits. Beyonce has 2. Beyonce's no. We just said who you got. Overall, who you got?
Listen. Exactly. The argument is not the catalog and the body of work as pertains to #1 hits. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm going somewhere with this. Shameless plug, because I do have. Hold on. Hey, no. Come to our session tomorrow, Toxic Masculinity. We're going to help you with that. No, I'm sure. But think about this. Beyonce, you said it affected a culture. I can tell you from how many women lives change according to her songs. She impacted cultures. Think about it. All the single women. Think about it. To the left. Every woman who thought their guy was bad and they wanted to break up when they sent him to the left because of Beyonce. So I'm talking about overall impact and her influence. How many women was on Netflix the night this dropped? Dudes, I watched it. She put HBCUs back on the map. We're not talking about money, we're talking about influence, really.
I'm gonna drop it right here. Beyonce won the vote. Beyonce won the vote. You still have time to vote on your polls on the BE app. Beyonce won that round. I'm gonna go with the last question. Guys, we gotta wrap up very shortly. Who is the best underrated female singer? Don't yell it out, because I'm gonna give you a couple of options. Who is the best underrated female singer? Jasmine Sullivan, Marsha Ambrosius, Tamia. I didn't know any of them. I remember when I read this, I said, who are these people? Yeah, or other. Let's open it up. I'm gonna go with Capone. I'm gonna start with you, Cap. I'm gonna start with Cap.
Hands down, don't debate with me. I know what I'm talking about. I've been in this business a long time. Tamia. Some of y'all don't even know her songs. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, y'all only know about Marsha Ambrosius because she was down with her group. And the other one, I don't know either.
Do you have somebody who's not on the list? somebody who's not on the list? Who might not be?
You know, my daughter used to sing.
That's why I don't ask him stuff.
You talk about underrated singers, I suppose nobody ever heard of Kiki White. You talk about underrated singers. Kiki probably can sing all them up under the table. I'm just saying. Let's just be real. There's footage out there. That's just. Hey, look, damn what you do. You done got on my last nerve. I'm gonna find somebody else with some muscles to whip your ass. I'm sick of him. But no, Kiki, I mean, all of them can sing too. And if I had to pick one that was on the screen, it'd be Marshall. But Kiki, I go with Kiki. Kiki can kick all their ass. I thought that was tell me what the damn it say.
Go ahead.
First of all, I'm so glad that we're doing this toxic masculinity thing tomorrow. Because the football player me, Alfred, you see him over here, the football player me want to tell him to sit him. But we are celebrating men of color today. But anyway, I'm going to go with Tamir. What? I'm just sticking to the script. Yeah. Oh, who? You're Whitney Houston?
Whitney Houston's not underrated. She's the best singer that ever lived. That's just hands down to me. I mean, Jill Scott. Jill Scott. Who, Jill Scott?
We're talking about underrated. I want to say this for the women here. Jasmine Sullivan, I'm going to tell you why. She may bust the windows out your car. For all you men who have hurt women's feelings.
Sit down, Steve Harvey.
There's always a dude in a Starburst outfit want to say something. I got something to say right here. I be tasting a rainbow, this dude over here. Sit down already, dude.
So there were three artists that should have been on the list that are not on the list. Rachel Farrell, Anita Baker, and Layla Hathaway.
I'm going to take Anita. I'm going to argue. I'm going to defend Anita Baker because she was never underrated. Anita Baker? I don't think she was underrated. No, just, I believe it. Yeah. Underrated. Yeah, I agree.
I feel like Fantasia should have been on that. If you never went to a Fantasia show, a live show.
You know what? I wasn't even thinking about that. I'm going to agree with you 100% on that. I'm going to say Fantasia myself. I'm going to say underrated. Nah, people don't take Fantasia. Man, Sierra?
All right, I've been singing this now. Then y'all got to follow instructions. We said underrated. Y'all hollering up all these pop artists. One of y'all gonna get up and say Celine Dion or kick y'all ass. Sick of this. Underrated. Thank you.
Sierra's not under. She's getting her due. We're talking about people who fly under the radar. Fantasia, people don't roll her off. Believe me.
Everybody's saying artists that everybody know, right? I got an artist for y'all. I got a prize for somebody if you know this. Her name is Mesa. She's from Baltimore. Tour with Incognito. Solo. There we go. Mesa is one of my favorite artists. If you see her live, she's one of the most underrated.
I'm going to go to Alfred, and then do you have an answer for this? Yep. And I'm going to give the answer.
Don't confuse unknown with underrated. she's good, but she ain't, you ain't crying when you hear, Jasmine Sullivan and Marsha Ambrosius will make a brother cry.
Do you have anybody who may not be there that may be fit that category? Yeah, okay, Leslie, okay, all right. Who you have? I'm gonna go last person, and I'm gonna wrap this up.
So, I represent all the publicists. So I can tell you, people still, for y'all that can't hear me, I'm a publicist. I've represented all three women. So I can tell you personally who's underrated. Jasmine, people will still email about Jasmine and ask, when is she coming out with an album? It's been 4 years since 2015 when she did reality show. That was a chart topper. Tamia just came out with an album last year. Tamia's getting honored in a week because of her career at the Black Honors Music Awards. Marsha wrote Butterflies and still doesn't get the credit that she deserves. Marsha's probably one of the most nicest persons to work with and very easy to work with. Marsha has the voice of the heavens. She does. Marsha, and outside of these three women, the other underrated that's not even on here and that needs her just due is Lettuce.
I agree. Hold on. In closing,
she wrote Butterfly, but my daughter wrote Caterpillar.
All right, let me give you my cousin, Kim Vieira. So other actually took the category, so it was other got 40%, and then Jasmine Sullivan took second place to other, meaning there are other artists out there. Oh, y'all want to do best comedian before we go? But wait a minute, because that's a loaded question. All right, let's do one. I'm gonna do this in 1A, and I'm gonna do this as 1 and 1A. Who do you think, living or dead? Let's start there. Living or dead, best comedian that we know of. Please don't say Ray Johnson that you saw one time at the Comedy Cabana in South Carolina. We don't know him. We're gonna say a comedian of note, live or dead. Bernie Mac, Richard Pryor. So let me do this. So we already know some tops, right? I'm gonna give y'all top 3, maybe a top 5. You guys applause. I have my personal favorite in looking back. I'm gonna go to the panel. I got Richard Pryor. No, I don't have it in any particular order. I'm just gonna give it to you by applause. I wanna see who you guys got. I'm gonna follow that with who I believe is the greatest of all time, Eddie Murphy. I'm gonna change the script, George Carlin. We got a red fox in the back, so I'm gonna put that as number 4, red fox. Hands down, he says red fox, Cap has red fox. And we got Shula King, who represents a different side of this. Chris Rock. should be on the list.
All right, here we go. Best 5 ever. Richard Pryor. George Carlin. Some of y'all might not know. Definitely Red Fox. Eddie Murphy. And if we're talking about our times, nobody can touch Dave Chappelle.
We got Chappelle in the house. Chappelle fans? All right. Yep. You agree with that? All right. All right. You got a top 5? I'm gonna give you that respect.
No, my top 5 actually mirrors yours. Let's go to top 2 or 3. It would be Richard, Red, and Chappelle right now. The way I feel, I mean, you talk about material-wise, I mean, wait a minute. Let's get this straight. Paul Mooney helped write the Richard Pryor show, and so did Robin Harris, so did John Lewis? Yeah. So it was a host of comedians helped write the Richard Pryor show. But Paul Mooney said himself, I didn't have to write for Richard. Richard was a genius. So we ain't got to worry about it. And I met Paul, and he's a genius too, but he didn't actually write for it.
All right, so we got a top 5 I think that everybody agrees with, yeah? No? Who do you, give me some names to see where we're at. Bernie Mac? Who got Bernie? Huh? The 5 that Capone said everybody, we got an incredible applause for all that 5. Chris Rock? The generations are different. Nobody George Lopez? George?
Low rider.
Jamie Foxx, anybody? Who are the best 3 female comedians of all time, living or dead? Some more. Wanda Sykes, Ellen DeGeneres, Mom's Maid, maybe. I agree, Mom's Maid was a beast.